Hello YouTube, Demigod here, back with another video. I'm alive, yeah, it's been a minute, but today we're gonna be putting on a new exhaust. As you can see, it's an M4 exhaust. I asked you guys some recommendations and what you think it might be, but I wanted to go with a slip-on. This is the M4 Street Slayer, not the GP exhaust. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I see like a lot of I can't speak. I see a lot of ZX-6Rs with the GP exhaust, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, those are sick and for good reason, but I just kind of wanted to switch it up and go for a different look for the bike. I'm gonna show you guys the tools I'm working with, and we'll get started. All right, so this is what we're working with. Yeah, as you can see, not much, so hopefully we can get the job done here. But before we go ahead and start working on the bike, we're going to start her up and hear that stock exhaust for the last time on the bike. Let's give it a start. Yeah. Getting rid of the lawnmower, finally. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started doing this. And again, like the last video, I'm not mechanically inclined, so I'm just gonna update you guys as we go. So I wanna start off with taking the seats off and then getting rid of those servo cables. I don't have a servo buddy. I figured it'd just be cheaper to just rip the cables and keep the servo in, since it's a slip-on and I'm not really getting a tune or anything like that at the moment. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, the seats are off, and as you can see, we have our servo motor right here. And what I need to do is get rid of this little clamp and disconnect the servo cables from the servo. And they run all the way through here down to the exhaust. And what I'm going to do is try and get rid of some of the slack that's on the cable. Loosen it up a little bit, give it more slack, and get these off. And then I'm not planning on keeping the servo cables. I'm just gonna axe them, I'm gonna cut them up. So once I get those disconnected and loose and get them disconnected from the exhaust, I'm just gonna go ahead and take those out. So I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, I'm finally back. We got the servo cables out. I will say this was really annoying for some reason. I was having a hard time with getting some slack on the cables, and what I found helped was removing them from the bottom first, and then that really put some slack into the spot up here on the servo. So I'm just gonna pull these cables out, and then yeah, from there we're just gonna get started on the bread box and getting the exhaust, the stock exhaust out, and I'll update you guys. Okay, so we have that bolt off, and then we have the clamp loose. So the exhaust should just go ahead and wiggle out. Oops. Did not mean to drop that, but man, yeah, this thing is heavy. I don't know the exact weight, but yeah, the stock exhaust is off. So I guess now we're gonna get to this M4 exhaust, throw it on there, and well, actually no, we need to get rid of this little box down here, I think. I don't know actually, let me check. Okay, so we got the clamp loose. I don't know if you guys can see that. We got the clamp loose, and now we need to, there's the clamp back there. And now we need to use like a 6mm hex key, I think, for, it's kind of hard to see, that bolt up top. I hear it's a pain in the ass, so I'm hoping it doesn't take me forever, but I'll time myself and I'll let you guys know how long it took me. Wish me luck. Okay, so I got the bolt out, and yeah, it was definitely on there, but I just used a hex key with a 6mm socket, deep socket, and then the torque wrench, and it popped off. So now with the clamp loose and that bolt out, it should come out. The bread box, I mean, I'm gonna try and do this with one hand, and if I can't, I'm just going to cut until when I have it out. But yeah, see, this is like still pretty in there, so I'm gonna loosen the clamp a little bit more and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I got the bread box out. There's like 2 lines here. When I took the bread box out, basically what I did was I took it out and then I moved the bike forward and it fell out. But there's like 2 like lines, like 2 like hose pump things. I don't know what that is. I don't know, it's like dripping a little bit of something. I really hope I didn't fuck anything up. But I looked and I said, I heard just leave them alone, or you just leave them there. I'm a little spooked by it, but I hope it's like nothing important and they can just exist. Alright guys, I have the exhaust here and we're gonna try and do this with one hand, but I'm gonna take this off and bam, look at this. Carbon fiber, I'm probably scratching it all up. Does have a baffle. I do want to get it installed and start it up and just see how it sounds with the baffle, and then we'll decide if we want to take it out or not. But to take it out, there's like a little Allen hex key. You just unscrew, I think it's like 4 or 5mm, and then you can take that baffle out and it'll sound a lot louder. So we're gonna put this on and hopefully everything goes on. It goes well. It says not to install this if it's hot. It has been sitting in the sun, I just realized a little bit, and it is a little warm, so I'm gonna try and, like, I don't know, cool it down or something. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, so I'll be back. All right, so the exhaust is all cooled down. Don't ask me how. But I'm gonna go ahead and slide this bad boy in. It should line up with this thing here. Great recording skills. But bam, yeah, there it is, just seated in there. It does look great on the bike and it saves a lot of weight, so I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this on, and then we're gonna start it up and we're gonna hear how it sounds. I'm excited. And somehow when I'm trying to screw this in, it just starts raining. And as you can see, it's completely sunny outside, but it's raining. Like, this only happens like once every 10 years. Like, what is my luck? Like, come on, dude, come on. All right, guys, we got the exhaust all bolted on there. And now's the moment of truth. We're gonna start her up. She still has the baffle in, so we're just gonna see how she sounds. Man, I'm nervous. Things to hope for: no check engine light, no leaks, and I guess a good sound, so let's do it. Put the key in. Just turn it on. All right, guys, I'm so nervous right now. Holy crap, we're gonna let these, so many cars, holy shit. We're gonna let these cars pass, and here we go. Oh my god. That sounds insane. No leaks. Let's see. No check engine light, baby. Hell yeah. There's a little bit of rattle coming from the exhaust. I don't know if that's because it's not, or that's how it sounds, or if it's not plugged in all the way, but let's give her a couple reps. Alright, no engine light still. I think we're gonna take the baffle out. It's still not quite as loud as I want it. Kinda loud, but we're gonna take the baffle out. Alright guys, so the baffle is out. Also, shout out H6. Sylvie, that's my baby. Anyway, baffle is out, and now we're gonna hear it, no baffle. Here we go. Oh snap. Where did I put my key? Turn it on. All right, let's hear it. The M4 Street Slayer for the 2025 ZX-6R, no baffle. Holy shit, bro. It sounds much better. Give it a rev. Oh my god. This is insane, guys. The seats are back on, by the way. All right, well, there you have it. I know this install was kind of all over the place, but it's hot as balls right now, so I'm gonna get in, hydrate, and I'll probably take her for a ride today. Sun is out, beautiful, so I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, take care, and be good people. See ya.